The Ottawa International Writers Festival brings dozens of authors around the world to the nation's capital. The festival is underway right now with great events happening all weekend long, and joining us this morning is Sean Wilson. He is the artistic director of the Ottawa International Writers Festival. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, tell us about the Writers Festival because it's in its 51st year.
Well, 51 editions.
51.
So our tag this year is 51st Festival, not the 51st state. We're having a little bit of fun with that. I saw that number and thought we had to do that. And
yes.
You know, I will say, when we look at the world of writing, Canadians are among the very, very best. And so I'm thinking as we deal with our neighbor and some of that, you know, irritant,
yes.
It's a great time to double down on Canadian stories. We should be buying Canadian books. We should be celebrating Canadian authors. And so virtually all the authors that are here this weekend are Canadian. We've got 2 Irish writers and a French writer from France. But apart from that, everyone else is Canadian, and they're phenomenal. They are among the very best in the world. And we're hoping people will come out and support real Canadian talent. It's a great opportunity. We got local craft beer on site. There's Union, the 613 Kitchen is there cooking every day. So
nice.
There's food, there's drink, and the authors are great and community is great. Great time to come out, find out. We've got a John Candy biography. We've got The Science of Pets with Jay Ingram. There's sort of a little something for everybody.
A little variety. And you brought some books here today of the writers that will be featured.
Yeah, tonight. So Brian Stewart tonight, the legendary foreign correspondent who brought a Canadian perspective to most of the world's major events. He's going to be with us tonight. That's going to be just fantastic. On the Ground is his debut memoir, so it's new for him, but God, he's a great storyteller. We've got Alex Hutchinson, The Explorer's Gene. This is a book that looks at the science of why we want to do amazing things. Why do we explore? Why do we climb mountains? And why don't I want to do any of those things?
Right,
He'll explain genetically why I'm more inclined to sit on a patio or go to the beach.
Okay.
What else did I bring today? Oh, Lyndon McIntyre, you know, legendary broadcaster. This is another nonfiction deep dive from him. He's looking at the man who basically led the slaughter of civilians in Ireland and ended up retiring in Newfoundland, and nobody knew who he was. And then one of the big buzziest novels of the year, Suvankam Thamavank says, pick a color. It has been nominated for the Giller Prize. She is absolutely brilliant, and this book is gorgeous. It is set in one day in a nail salon in Toronto.
Okay.
And you can get the entire world in this one little day as people are talking and doing their nails. Yeah.
So for people who want to visit, tell us what really happens at a writers' festival.
So the great thing that you're not watching people write. It's not stuffy. It's not boring. The idea is people are talking to you about things that they love. So if it's a nonfiction book, they've researched something deeply. If it's a fiction book, they've lived in somebody else's skin for a while as they're inventing these worlds and characters. And basically there's onstage conversations, a lot like this, but you get real insight from brilliant people, and then you get to turn to your neighbors and see who's interested in the same things I am.
I love that.
You know, since the pandemic, it's just such a treat to be out with people again, to look around and say, hey, I know you, you're my neighbor, we're together here. And so there's the great Perfect Books bookstore is in the lobby of the Library and Archives Canada. People can browse the books, get their books signed, and basically have a chat with a brilliant author and get some insight into the world.
Perfect. And if people want to go, how can they get tickets? Because
Writers,
it's right now till Sunday.
That's right. Goes right through to the end of Sunday. Writersfestival.org is where you can get tickets. Live streaming is available if you don't want to leave the house. If you're too deeply sitting in your jacuzzi and you don't want to get out, you can do it. You can watch from home. But it's best to come on down and be there with your neighbors and your community. And yeah, there's tickets available for most of the events. A couple have already sold out, but yeah, people should come on down.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. You're welcome.